Visit tcgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Send us your bulk in exchange for Evolution Booster Box. Visit TCG Castle or check video description to learn more. How's it going, guys? Once again, welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video, we'll be looking at the deck for a standard format. This time we are looking at the Fire Delphox Break deck. So Delphox Break 180 HP Pokemon. It's something like a stage 3 break evolution from the Delphox with the Flare Reach. The ability is very powerful because once during your turn you can search a deck for a fire energy and attach to one of your Pokemon in play. With 180 HP, we can use advantage of the Delphox Psystorm attack, which says that for 3 Colorless energies, we can strike for 20 times the number of energies in play. So Psystorm is going to calculate both your and your opponent energies in play, which means that you can strike for tons of damage. For example, with 8 energies in total in play, that's 108. Plus, we can still use the advantage of the Flare Reach. It's just insane. 4-2-4 line of the Delphox, 3 copies of Delphox Break, 2 Volcanions with the Power Heater for the energy acceleration, but also it's 130 HP Pokemon, so it's better to start with the Volcanion instead of the Fennekin and Lysandre. But yeah, pretty much it can help us to use the Power Heater advantage and put 2 energies to bench Pokemons in play, and I decided to go with 2 copies of Shaymin-EX for the setup instead of the Octillery. It's much better with the Shaymin. However, as you can see, I'm running 4 copies of Rare Candy because I want to go as fast as I can from Fennekin to my Delphox and maybe somehow just find that single Wally for the Delphox Break turn 2. It happens sometimes, but in theory, playing 10 games probably is going to happen just once, unfortunately. 2 copies of Super Rod, because I need to have Super Rods to recycle energies in Pokemons. Only 2 copies of Trainers Mail, so yeah, you can expect that this deck is probably not going to be that consistent as the decks with the 4 copies of Trainers Mails and let's say 7 or 8 drop supporters. Even when we have Shaymin in this build, still 2 copies of Trainers Mail. I simply couldn't find more space for Trainers Mail. Probably I could cut something like 1 Rare Candy for 1 more Trainers Mail, maybe even 2 Rare Candies for 4 Trainers Mails. But then what happens if my Rare Candy is priced? I'm just in very bad position. But luckily on the other side, Scorched Earth at least can help a little bit to get that extra, let's say, drought support. 4 copies of Ultra Balls and 4 copies of the Seeker as the pretty much staple. So from supporter line, 1 copy of Hex Maniac. Do we need Hex Maniac? I guess yes. I mean, I could probably discard my copy of Hex Maniac and add 1 more Trainer's Mail and just ignore Greninja Break because Greninja Break can just destroy my deck before I even manage to set up. Well, yeah, that's pretty much true. So Hex Maniac just for a tiny better matchup against Greninja Break, a single Lysandre, 2 copies of only 2 copies of yes, my friends, 1 copy of Olympia. I really like it because it helps me a lot. Since I don't have Floatstone, Olympia is the only way to retreat, actually to switch, so I kind of like it. I mean, it can be played multiple times with the Seeker. 1 copy of Pokémon Ranger, unfortunately, because of those Glaceons, because if once Glaceons strike me, probably I'm gonna lose the game. So yeah, pretty much you need to have Ranger for the Crystal Ray. There is no doubt about that. 4 copies of Professor Sycamore, discard hand draw 7 new cards, 1 copy of Wally, as I mentioned it, Rare Candy into the Delphox, and then just the Seeker for Wally. There we go, Delphox Break in play, Flare Reach for 1 energy, very nice. 2 copies of Scorched Earth, discard fire energy from your hand in order to drop 2 cards from the top deck. Really like that because it helped a lot. Probably the secret weapon for this deck is a XP share ×2. I really like it because when we lost Pokemon, for example, with Fire Energy in play, we can just preserve that energy and not lose extra 20 damage with the XP share, but it can also help us, for example, to use the advantage of the Psystorm with the XP share. So in that case, we can just attach double Colorless energy from hand and be able to go with the Psystorm, so I definitely like the idea of XP share. 2 copies of double Force energies and 10 regular fire energies, which means 12 energies in total. I kind of like this deck. I play a lot with this deck, and I must say that it works good, but sometimes you can stuck just without anything. You simply cannot take that drop support, you simply cannot find rare candy. Sometimes it just happens. I know that this deck needs Kyla, even better maybe teammates, but I simply couldn't fit so many cards inside, so I actually did my best to build this deck. So in today's video I'm gonna play best of 3 with one of my friends here in the game, so you should definitely check that. I played against Mega ROS. I'm not gonna spoil who actually win, but yeah, pretty much let me know what you think about this deck in the comments below. Also, if you're looking for any of these cards, you can find them on tcgcastle.com with TCGcenter 5 code. You can also get 5% discount at purchase, so keep that in mind and let's do this, guys. Alright guys, so I want the coin flip and I'm gonna start first. So let's take the look at the opening hand. No basic Pokemon for me. Alright, so we'll wait my opponent to put his active Pokemon in the active position so I can get myself 6 new cards, 7 new cards actually for the beginning of the game. Ugh, Shaymin-EX. Gosh. Okay. So, Shaymin-EX for the active position, 1 Professor Sycamore, 1 XP share, 1 Fire Energy. I guess I will just attach that XP share and Sycamore for 7, because I'm looking pretty much for energies in my discard pile. Fennekin is a good card, definitely for the bench. 1 Scorched Earth for 1 more energy in my discard pile and 2 more energies. Wow, that's just not good. Actually, it's not. I'm gonna play Shaymin for 2 more cards and see what I can get. Maybe double Gore's energy or something like that. Okay, I have double Gore's energy next turn for the Sky Return. That's at least something, but I cannot afford myself to play VE Seeker and get Professor Sycamore without knowing what do I have in my deck, so... Okay, never mind. 1 Ultra Ball for my opponent. I'm probably gonna get out of this position, but I just need 1 Ultra Ball to see what do I have in my deck. Ultra Ball for the Hoopa EX. Right now with the Hoopa EX, he can scan the ring for up to 3 more EX Pokemon and put him in his hand. Let's just see what type of the deck he plays. I mean, there's a Jolteon. It might be, I don't know, some kind of the... Oh, Mega ROS. Okay. Mega ROS can paralyze me, so I will definitely need 1 hit knockout against his Mega ROS. There's no doubt about that. There is 1 Spirit Link and 1 Max Elixir. Good thing is that my Shaymin is not gonna be 1 hit knock it out here in this case, so I guess I can get myself Sky Return. Second Max Elixir, no energy. Will there be maybe N? I would love to see N. Definitely. Come on, play N. Rapsies, okay, I can live with that. Another Ampharos, and Shaymin for 6. Okay. Still he can get that N played. I mean, I lost my Scorched Earth, which means that I lost 2 more cards. That's just painful. I guess I need Volcanion as soon as possible. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, I don't have Flowstone, so I'm just playing my Olympia, and I don't have option to get Olympia. Same as the Volcanion, so there's retreat down to his Ampharos EX, and he wants to go with the Thunder Road. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck, attach as many lighting energies as you can find there. Very nice attack, very powerful attack, but 0 energies. Well, that was definitely a lot for me. Another Fennekin, I like that. It's definitely gonna be 1 huge Professor Sycamore for me here for 7. Yeah, I'm taking a very big risk, very big risk. But I don't have another option. I really need to do that. Escape XP share, Sky Return for 30. I'm gonna put my Fennekin in front. And that's pretty much it. I have Rare Candy, but yeah, pretty much 2 Delphox in my discard pile. 2 Delphox breaking in my discard pile. I have tons of VE Seekers, but I can't do anything with them. Of course, he can easily heal 30 damage with the Rough Season play. So, if there's gonna be a double Gore's energy, then my Fennekin is gonna be knocked out with a Sparkling Tail, which means that that's definitely not good. But 1 energy attached down to his Ampharos on the bench, which means that I might survive this turn, probably, and that's definitely gonna be good. But if I'm looking forward to play another V Seeker, probably that's not good. So I'm thinking about attaching XP share to my Fennekin, then using my Olympia, double course energy for the Shaymin, Sky Return, something like that. Yep, probably I don't have another option. So, no, I almost play Hex Maniac. So, XP share, and then I'm gonna play a double course energy attachment, then I'm gonna play my Olympia, retreat down to my Shaymin, and then I can just simply, you know, set up for 1, and that's just painful. But if I can get Ultra Ball, it's gonna be very good. It's not Ultra Ball, but it's Scorched Earth, so I can get 2 more cards. Let's see if I can find Delphox. Nope, but there is M for next turn. At least something. Sky Return. Alright, so hitting for 30, promoting one of my Fennekins with the XP share in front. So we are still both in a setup phase, but he's definitely in a little bit better position than me. But I managed to get myself in, so I'm definitely happy with that. What is the best card I can get as a top deck? Still Ultra Ball for me, definitely, because I can then discard Sycamore and Hex Maniac, get myself Delphox V Seeker into Delphox, attach double course energy, then play Shaymin-EX, maybe even find that Wally for the Delphox break, get that energy, extra energy in play, maybe even, you know, retreat somehow, or maybe even promote my Fennekin in front if he just knocks me out this turn, who knows. There is a tons of different options, but as you can see, he already put 2 Shaymins in the play on the bench, so I'm definitely seeing my advantage knocking out those Shaymins on the bench. So there is one Trainers Mail. Let's see what he can find with the Trainers Mail. Pretty much nothing. So 2 Ultra Balls, V Seeker, Skyla Ranger, Trainers Mail played. Not too many resources. But I'm a little bit worried about 2 Delphox and 2 Delphox breaking my discard pile. Not a little bit, but a lot. One, 2, 3 energies, 4 energies, 5, 6, 7. In theory, I can knock out that Ampharos somehow next turn, but that's just in theory. Volcanion, that's good. But there is no fire energy, so that's definitely one huge disadvantage. But what I can do here is pretty much... I don't know if I want to help him here. Really, I don't know if I want to do that. I'm short for fire energy, which is just sad. So I'm thinking about just rolling one more turn with Olympia. Yeah, I know it's taking so much time, but at least I can remove both Shaymins from play and still promote my Volcanion in the front. So next turn I can have N, I can get myself 6 brand new cards and still hope to find that fire energy. I can still set up my Shaymins for extra resources. Don't worry too much. Yeah, I have a game plan. I definitely have a game plan here. So, 4 energies, which means that he can go right now with the Spartan Tail for 100, but even better, there is Skyla, which means that he can Skyla for Ultra Ball for Mega Ampharos, and then problems just gonna start, as expected. Still, if the top deck is gonna be maybe Fire Energy, still I can V-Seeker down into my Olympia, and just pretty much retreat. But that Mega Ampharos is capable to one-hit knock on basically my Volcanion. As you can see, Exavolt will does 120, and you can do 50 more damage, and basically this attack will does 30 to yourself. And he actually just decide to do that. So pretty much I need one Delphox or Ultra Ball as the top deck. Oh my gosh, what a nice top deck. That was the best top deck I could get. Definitely it was. I cannot say anything against that top deck. Whew, I have that Delphox. So I'm hunting right now for my Delphox break, and I'm gonna be just fine. If I want to find my Delphox break, I need Wally. So I have 2 Shaymins right now, and I can set up for like 3. What can I get with my setup? Another Delphox. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 energies. I can strike for 160, so I don't worry too much here. I'm gonna play N, I guess. And for 6 new cards, also helping a little bit my opponent here, but look at my hand. 2 Braixen. I can live with that, definitely. Trainers Mail for the Wally. Yep, definitely we're gonna take that. 2 Braixen for the bench. Do I wanna take advantage of that fire energy in my hand? I guess I'm gonna do that. Nice, 1 more Shaymin. Okay, it's enough for now. Let's just go with the Psystorm. 160 plus 90, 250. If I did the calculation good, and I actually did. Trainers Mail and Fire Energy, but I'm in a much better position right now. I mean, still he can attach Mega Turbo, Double Course Energy, get Mega Ampharos, use Exavolt for 170, knock out my Delphox. But luckily, still I'm gonna be in pretty decent shape. Just because I have 2 Braixen with 2 XP shares on the bench. So kinda like that. Professor Sycamore for 7. Okay, so a lot of resources discarded. Yep, a lot of resources discarded. So where's Mega Ampharos and Mega Turbo? Can he find Mega Ampharos and Mega Turbo? If he missed that, that's probably gonna cost him a game here. I can see that. I mean, next turn... interesting. Escape Rope. Escape Rope. You want a Shaymin? I can give you Shaymin. Yeah, why not? I mean, I can have Ultra Ball for... Okay, that's interesting. I can have one Delphox, then I can have Trainer's Mail first. Oh, nice, Super Rod. I was looking for that card. Finally, I managed to get one. So Super Rod pretty much for Delphox Break, Energy, 1 more Delphox. I actually need a couple more attackers here. Okay, I can Wally. I can get myself a Delphox Break. Put it onto my Delphox down to the bench. Then I can search my deck with my Flare Witch for the energy. Unfortunately, I have only 2 energies left. That's a very low amount of the resources here. Still, I can attach Double Course Energy to my active Shaymin. Then I can basically set up for a couple more resources, actually 3 extra cards. Get myself with the Ultra Ball, another Delphox. And I can basically have right now 3 Delphox in play. So I'm just short for 1 card, which is a... pretty much... It was actually a Seeker for Olympia, but never mind. I'm gonna Sky Return, and I'm gonna promote, yeah, pretty much Delphox in front. Who cares? He can get 1 Delphox if he wants. I will still have plenty of resources for next turn. To 1-hit knock, or maybe even his Mega Ampharos. But I'm also looking maybe for just a Lysandre, so I can finish the game just knocking out those Shaymins on the bench. I'm very low on the cards in my deck, actually only 8 cards left, so that's very, very scary. But still, I'm in a much better position right now, because I do have Double Course Energy in my hand, which means the next time I can use my Psystorm. Psystorm just from my side is going to be for 120, 60 more damage on my opponent's side, which is 180. Once again, I have Ultra Ball, which means that I can Ultra Ball for 1 more Delphox Break, add a couple more cards, add 1 more actually energy, which is going to be 20 more damage counters, and maybe set up for that Lysandre if it's actually in my deck. No need to rush, really no need to rush here. We'll just see. Okay, maybe he'll just Sky Return and promote. Yeah, whatever he promotes in the active position is going to be knocked out, so I'm definitely good. If he promotes Jolteon, Jolteon is going to be knocked out. If he promotes Hoopa, Hoopa is going to be knocked out, so okay. Double Course Energy, Ultra Ball, let's go with the Fennekin and 1 Fire Energy for that extra Delphox break, and then I can see, nope, I can see, but nope, as I mentioned, it's priced. It's priced. My 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's enough. Size Storm, definitely. Well, Lysandre is priced, so can I actually pull Lysandre or V-Seeker? Yes, there is a Lysandre and Fire Energy for the game. So I actually wait a little bit, not using my Flare Witch just because of maybe Lysandre down to my another Delphox break on the bench. In that case, I would not be able to retreat, because my last V-Seeker is actually priced. I'm not running Flowstone, but even if I run Flowstone, I already have that XP share attached to it. So I was a little bit scary about that. But right now, that's just pretty much it. I have enough for the knockout. There is just Professor Sycamore. Even if he can use Exavolt for 170, actually just for 120, even not leaving my Delphox paralyzed, he can knock him out, but then I can just Lysandre and catch his Shaymin or even Jolt him on the bench with the 1-hit knockout. 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. Well, I'm even short for 20 damage to 1-hit knock out his Mega Ampharos here, so definitely one more energy would be enough for the knockout. But okay, Ultra Ball. Let's see what else he can pull out here. Okay, so Ultra Ball for another Ampharos. I mean, he already played Professor Sycamore, so definitely the game is over. But you know, I'm just waiting to see that Exavolt for 120. I mean, XP Share is definitely a good card. I really like it. It can just help you to keep that 1 energy in play, and it can be very important, as you can see, like it's right now. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 180, let's see, Flare Witch, 200, yep. Well, I'm short for 20 to knock out his Mega Ampharos in the front. But however, I do have a Lysandre, and of course I'm gonna knock out that Shaymin. I mean, it's always a pleasure to knock out Shaymin, I guess. So, Size Storm. 200 damage, short for 20, but I can say goodbye to Shaymin. I take my last 2 prize card and win the game. Okay, so the game number 2. I'm calling the heads, and I'm flipping the heads, so which means I'm starting first. Let's take a look at the opening hand. What can I find in my opening hand? Oh my goodness. Okay, give me the Ultra Ball as a top deck, and it's gonna be fine, definitely. I mean, wow, that's just insane. 4 Fire Energies, V-Seeker as a top deck. Not the best, I guess. Shaymin for 1. I think that's not gonna happen. I think that's definitely not gonna happen. I have 1 energy attached down to my Volcanion, and that's just it. I mean, next turn, I can top deck maybe Ultra Ball, and then have set up for more than 1 card. But right now, in this situation, it's just not worth to do that. I mean, it's definitely not worth. Ampharos and Shaymin with this Conjuring, alright. So, Trainers Mail. Trainers Mail 4, Professor Sycamore. Okay, you should better play Amp instead of the Sycamore. I suggest that because my hand is just pretty much crap. Another Trainers Mail. Let's see what he can find with the Trainers Mail number 2. Numero Duo. Ultra Ball. Okay. Okay, Double Course Energy. No disruptive cards in my hand. Not even in my deck. So I can just dream about Enhanced Hammer. Well, Enhanced Hammer, to fit Enhanced Hammer in this build, ×2, it should definitely be very good advantage, for example, in the early game, but it's better to have more energies in play for that Size Storm, definitely. But as I mentioned, in the early game, being able to disrupt energies could help a lot. definitely to power up and set up your Delphox breaks and play. X Elixir for energy, already that Ampharos powered up with double cores and lightning energy, one huge Professor Sycamore. Losing VS Seeker, double cores energy and 2 lightning energies, already a lot of resources discarded in turn 1. This might be Ultra Ball for, I don't know, maybe just another Ampharos, maybe just for the Mega Ampharos, but you never Ultra Ball for Mega Ampharos if you cannot Mega Evolve. That's just written rule. Don't do ever that. I mean, it's just big mistake. Because right now I can have N and I can just end my opponent and pretty much he can waste opportunity to play that Mega Evolution, for example. It's good because you can have greater chance to hit, for example, Max Elixir, but overall I don't suggest to do that. I mean, I never do that personally, so it's just up to my opponent and pretty much on player style. So, nice top deck, Scorched Earth. But after that top deck, pretty much nothing else. For how much I can have Shaymin for 2, I guess. If I can have Shaymin for 2. Still, I'm looking for that Ultra Ball, this top deck. For the first Fennekin. Trainers Mail, okay, I'm keep digging. Come on, just a VS Seeker, that's just insane. Power Healer for 20. Next turn is gonna be for 100. Or maybe it's gonna be for Naga if my opponent managed to get that Exavolt Mega Ampharos. We shall see, definitely. I mean, I can still use the advantage of my Scorched Earth. I send it down to my Fennekin. Will there be a retreat? And pretty much Sparkling Tail for 100. Yes, it would be. It definitely would be that. More than that, I'm still just looking for Steam Artillery next turn for 100. Hopefully, I'm gonna be able to get myself a couple XP shares of Professor Sycamore top deck, something like that. Trainers Mail, let's see what we can find with it. Rare Candy. Okay. Moment of Truth. Scorched Earth for 2. Ultra Ball, finally. Yes. Okay, Ultra Ball for another Shaymin, I guess. It's just the best thing I can get right now. Shaymin can be for 3 and Pokémon Ranger in this file. That's the reason. What the heck is going on here? Lysandre to the Hoopa. Yeah, of course I'm gonna retreat. No question about that. I'm doing my best. I'm getting crabby hand, but I'm just keep fighting. I'm not looking forward to give up. At least I have 3 energies in my disco file. That's something. Okay, there's big Rupsies, so he can heal 20 damage from the Jolteon, but that's just pretty much it. I definitely need to set up my Fennekins on the bench as soon as possible. So 1 VS Seeker, 1 Lysandre plate, which means that he probably have 3 more VS Seekers left, and he even managed to get a Floatstone. If there's gonna be a Mega Ampharos, I guess then the game probably should be over. I guess I can then just concede. Probably right now he actually have 2 copies of. He probably have right now a copy of VS Seeker in his hand, so he can probably just Lysandre my Fennekin if I manage to pull 1 on the bench with his Sparkling Tail. And that's just very scary. Really it is. Another Volcanion for me as the top deck. Yeah, I don't have another option than just using my Lysandre. Trying to pull something out here. Setting down my Shaymin for 2 more cards. Maybe getting Ultra Ball and energy. Well, just a Scorched Earth. Close, but not enough. Let's pass. Let's pass. I mean, I could retreat, paying 1 double cores energy, but it's just not worth. It's just not worth. I'm wondering where's my supporter cards. Where's my Ultra Balls? Where's my Trainers Mails? Where's my anything? I just can't get nothing. There's a double cores energy, so he can just pretty much go with a Thunder Road, I guess, and lose 1 turn. Or he can just retreat. I definitely like the idea that he actually retreated right now, because I'm looking forward to Lysandre his Ampharos on the bench next turn again. Okay, Brock's great. Mega Ampharos, Shaymin, and 3 energies are gonna be just recycled back. Okay, Sparking Road. Yep, I'm just keep going on in a circle. Shaymin-EX in front. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. Let's see what he can pull out here with a Scorched Earth. Yeah, story of my life. I guess I can at least Sky Return for 30. I can't do that. Alright, whatever. Another Shaymin in the front. He needs 1 energy to retreat down to the bench. Active his Ampharos, Sparkling Tail for 200, and say goodbye to my Shaymin. Oh, this attack's damage isn't affected by weakness and resistance. Well, that means that he can't actually knock out my Shaymin for the weakness, but Exavolt can do that. Exavolt simply can't do that, and I'm hoping for the NS top deck, or just this game is gonna be lost anyway. And looks like it's lost. Yeah, definitely it's lost. I, however, have 1 more Lysandre, so I could do that again. I could waste, I guess, 20 Lysandres until I actually manage to get anything. So Power Heater just for 20 will give me the 1 energy card, and that's just gonna be it. That's just gonna be it. 1 energy and 1 V Seeker for the victory here. I put my Shaymin down to the bench, and all he really need is just a V Seeker for Lysandre. Nope, there's V Seeker for Olympia. He can even do that. Yeah, why not? He can even do that. He can go with the Exavolt. Maybe he can even find Escape Rope my Shaymin in front, and then just retreat with the Hoopa. Probably he's digging for that. Okay, right now I know that he has the Secret next turn for the Lysandre. But I'm just gonna Sky Return, and that's just gonna be it. So another Mega Ampharos, another Mega Ampharos, another Mega Evolution, another threat for me, and yeah, that's just gonna be it. My resources are just way too bad, and to be honest, the game number 1 was way too much better than this game number 2. This game number 2 is just completely devastation for me. I cannot recover by any means. I mean, I simply cannot do nothing. And top deck is the best thing I can get, but wow, Fennekin! Oh no, I shouldn't put him on the bench. Because right now, when I Sky Return, my Fennekin is going to be promoted in the front. Wow, why do I do that? Never mind. So, we are now equaled in the games. So, 1 victory for me, 1 for my opponent. So, let's go to the game number 3 before the final conclusion for the deck. So, best of 3. What else to say? I'm starting first. Always good sign. But, if I start like the game number 1 and 2, I don't have any chance to win, and I'm actually just starting with 1 Fennekin here, so at least top deck energy is gonna be nice. Top deck Ultra Ball is gonna be even better, but let's just hope for energy. Okay, Ultra Ball, kinda like that. Olympia and 1 Scorched Earth, I guess, is gonna be discarded. I can get myself Shaymin. Yeah, why not? Escape Rope, XP Share, Scorched Earth, Shaymin for 4. Alright, so I'm hoping for Volcanion and Fire Energy. Well, there are a couple of Fire Energies, but no sign of the Volcanion. Still no sign of the Volcanion. I'm gonna play Ultra Ball. And I'm gonna play Ultra Ball for... I'm still thinking. Ultra Ball for Delphox. and for N. And I'm definitely getting myself Volcanion. I'm using the advantage of the energy attachment, or maybe, you know what, energy attachment and the V Seeker down to my Olympia. I mean, yeah, I know it's not the best. I need to do that. I simply need to do that. I cannot retreat. I need to have that Olympia. I guess first time I actually built deck that's not that good. I must admit that to myself. So probably he's not gonna play Lysandre turn 1, which means there's Trainers Mail for Lysandre, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Lysandre. Okay, both Scorched Earth discarded on my turn 1, which means Rough Seas will stay forever in play. Max Elixir, luckily no energy. Right now there is 1 Lightning Energy and he has 3 Mystery cards in his hand. If he play Lysandre, then I know that I have good chance to win the game because probably he don't have a supporter card in his deck, in his hand, so that's definitely going to be a huge advantage for me. Okay, so let's just be patient, let's wait to see what's going to happen. Okay, Lysandre down to my Fennekin probably. And he's probably gonna retreat and use the Thunder Rod. Yes, of course he's gonna do that. Of course he's gonna do that, but right now I'm gonna play my Sycamore for 7. Hope to get energy so I can retreat. Another Fennekin is top deck. It's a very nice, very golden card. Sycamore for 7, so yep. It's just gonna be so dang good. Ultra Ball 4, of course, for Fire Energy, and I guess I can discard one more Fennekin. Then I can get myself Shaymin, or I can just go for Delphox. I'm just gonna play my Delphox here. I don't know why. Because I simply need to do that. Power Hitter is going to be for 20, 2 energies are going to be attached to my Delphox and to my Fennekin, and I'm definitely happy with that. So I have 3 energies already, 1 more in my discard pile, I have Delphox Break for next turn, 1 more Fire Energy, so I can even go turn 3 with my Steam Artillery for 100. Of course, I can do that definitely because I can take advantage of my Delphox Break. Still I need the top deck, and I still depend on the top deck, so there's 1 more Lightning Energy. Will there be a Seeker for another Lysandre? Okay, who's going to be promoted in the active position? I would love to see maybe Delphox. Probably Shaymin, but I'm going to Sky Return with the Shaymin, so he can actually do the tiny favor here. Another Thunder Road. Oh, 0 energies. That's just so painful, according to my top deck, which is just the Delphox Break. Of course, I'm going to use Flare Reach, just because I can still attach double Force Energy. That's the reason why. Sycamore for 7. Another Volcanion, another Delphox, another Fire Energy. I'm thinking about, you know, retreating down to my Volcanion and attaching 1 energy to my Delphox Break, using Power Hitter, adding 2 more energies, and play 1 to my Volcanion, 1 to my Shaymin, so just in case he plays Lysandre and just knock on one of my Pokemons, I can still have that energy somewhere in the play. But for next turn, probably I can maybe even go for a 1-hit knockout against his Ampharos, because I have my Delphox Break sitting on my bench, I have energy in my hand, and pretty much Rare Candy is going to be all I need maybe for another Delphox Break, because I also have Wally, but I need Olympia. So right now we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 energy. Oh, that's 180. That's enough for the knockout. 220 is going to be next turn, so he just passes his turn, probably realizing the threat, or actually realizing that this game is probably just over, so I can just go with my V-Seeker for Olympia, get that Olympia, promote my Delphox Break in the active position, use the Flare Reach, take the advantage of 1 more Fire Energy, attach it down to my let's say Fennekin, because I have Wally for next turn, and simply use Precise Storm, and that's gonna be 220 damage. No chance that he can recover from that. There is no chance. Trainers Mail and Rare Candy. Alright, so another Lighting EX Pokemon just promoted, which is a Jolteon, but that's just, I guess, it. If he don't have supporter card or anything, he can pretty much use Swift, but he just decides to quit. So there we go, guys. 2 victories for me, 1 for my opponent. At the end, I managed to win best of 3 with this Delphox break deck. So yeah, it was definitely very clunky, but at the end, 2 victories in the best of 3, and I'm definitely happy with it. Once again, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more future videos. As always, if you have any questions, you can find me on Facebook or on Twitter. Let me know what you think about this deck in the comments below. So yeah, pretty much till the next time, have a nice day, see you in the next video.